How are we? Up the Reds. Another segment from me, Andy, on here. Right, okay. Jurgen's finished his press conference with Alisson. Okay, didn't like the last question, and if you'd watched that, you'll see his reaction. I'd have done exactly the same. Okay, so he's taking a 21-man squad with him, or they're over there now, and on paper, very good, very strong. Okay, Curtis Jones is not there, probably got a knock or something. No, Carvalho, he's obviously got that dead leg, and we know about Jordan Henderson's hamstring injury, that he'll be out until after the international break. But all in all, it's a good strong squad to be out there with him. I'm looking forward to the game because this is not the Napoli that we played in 2018. This is it's a fairly new, youngish team. What they've got is pace and lots of it, and I think they'll sit back and then try and do us on the counter attack. Now it's going to be important who Jurgen plays in midfield. If I was a betting man in midfield, I'd go for obviously Fab, Thiago, but I'd love to see, I don't know, 50, 55, 60 minutes of Arthur. That's Arthur Milo. Everybody is now calling him Arthur. So so I'd like to see him. Jurgen says he's fit. All he needs is a bit of game time. Can he play the full game? No. So he'll get minutes. Other than that, I can see Milner going into that midfield with Fab and Thiago. But one of those three really has to be a ball player. So, I'm struggling to find a bit of a rhythm in that department there. If I wanted to make other changes, I'd probably make them in the back. I would probably bring Joe Matip back into centre of the defence with Virgil, and this won't make some people happy, probably wouldn't make the player happy. I'd put Joe Gomez at right back. This is purely just for defensive positions that we need to take up against this Napoli team. I think if Trent played, would be exposed on that right hand side with his, I can safely say, off form recently, defence wise, but even offensively, he's not been at it. I don't know what it is with that, but yeah, I'd certainly put him on the bench, rest him for the Wolves game on Saturday at 3:00 at Anfield. But yeah, Robbo on the left hand side and up front. Well, it's an interesting one. Diaz has been doing better than all the front. Well, the players that have played the other two. That includes Mo. Darwin's only had 2.5 games, if that, not even that, to get up to our level of playing. I've got to put Jota in there somewhere. If you remember against Atalanta, he played down the middle. He was on the left hand side, but and then he'd go straight down the middle, and then I think Bobby went out on the left hand side. So I'd play Jota down the middle, and I'd play Mo on the right hand side, but not on the touchline, because there's a bit of a conversation being had on social media, on other outlets, of what his he's not doing. You know, his ratio's gone low this way. He's not doing that. And it's quite easy. We know there is a bit of a tweak, and we're all coming to the same conclusion that it's the issue is with Harvey Elliott playing on the same side as him. Harvey Elliott doesn't go up front. He's basically playing midfield. He is not He's supposed to be taking Mo's place in between the two, the fullback and the centre half, but that's not happening because midfielders are just blocking that. So Mo stays out wide. Now, that needs to be tweaked for me, and the only place to do is show them videos and take it onto the training pitch and then bring it into the game. So yeah. But then again, I have no idea what team Jurgen's going to pick. You haven't got no idea what team he's going to pick until an hour before kickoff. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. What do we take from it? We never do really well over there, but then again, that was under Ancelotti when Ancelotti was in charge. But we'll just have to see how this young Napoli team do against us. I'm calling this segment when we get in our rhythm back, because we're certainly not playing with any rhythm at all, and that's because change of personnel, the injuries, etc. We need to really be getting something settled. The back four seems to be settled. Saying that, I've already mentioned that I'd like to see Joe Gomez play right back in this game, because he's certainly been our best player in the last few games that he's started for you. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Do I want to see us score goals? Of course I do. But I want us to be more clinical, not be rash in taking our chances and whatever, and getting people into the box. That seems to be the issue from the wide men not getting into the box when we're attacking. Let's see how that pans out. Any other news? Not really anything to focus on. The positives are that Thiago's back, and he's been a big miss since he came off at Fulham on the first game of the season, and it'll probably show us why he has been missed, since his injury. But all positive. Looking forward to the game. Hopefully, we can bring the 3 points back. But it's not the end of the world if we lose this game, because we're got the other teams to play in our group. So it'll be interesting to see how the other two teams get on in their first game as well. So I'll do one after the game has finished. Okay, so have a boss night. Up the Reds.